Pure gray man prepping will get you killed in prolonged urban survival situations. And the reason is simple. No matter what you wear, if you look and act weak, you become easy prey for everyone around you. People think blending in with plain clothes is the ultimate shield. They believe if they just dress like the average guy on the street, nobody will notice them. Nobody will target them. But that myth falls apart fast once the real grind of collapse sets in. Gray man is all about surface level camouflage. It's plain jacket, dirty shoes, worn out jeans, nothing tactical, nothing shiny, nothing that screams, I have supplies or skills. The whole idea is you disappear into the crowd. You move like every other tired, hungry civilian shuffling through the streets. You keep your head down, your mouth shut, and your gear hidden. And sure, that can work beautifully in the very first days or weeks when chaos is fresh and people are still figuring out who's who. But after that initial shock wears off, after the stores are empty, after the power stays off for good, that clothing trick barely matters anymore. The collapse drags on for months or even years. No power grid, no food deliveries coming through, no clean water from the taps, constant threats from desperate crowds, roaming gangs, and every kind of breakdown you can imagine. Freezing cold nights with no heat. Everyone around you slowly turning into walking skeletons because they're starving and dehydrated and terrified. In that world, clothes stop being the deciding factor. What actually kills you is weakness, plain and simple, not your outfit. Weakness shows up in ways no jacket can hide. If you look frail, if your arms are skinny and soft, if your movements are slow and clumsy, if your shoulders are hunched forward like you're already beaten down, people spot it from a block away. They notice instantly who can't carry 2 full buckets of water up 8 flights of stairs without collapsing halfway. They see who skips the dangerous supply runs at dawn because their legs shake too much. They watch who hides inside their apartment instead of standing watch on the roof when the screams start outside. They catch the way your hands tremble when a loud noise cracks through the night, or how you avoid eye contact when someone in the group tests you with a hard stare. Your clothes don't cover any of that. Shaking hands, shallow breathing, the way you flinch at sudden movement, the hesitation in your step when it's time to act. All of it screams easy target, louder than any tactical vest ever could. In those long, grinding urban breakdowns, the real survivors were the ones who looked and acted tough, even when they were dressed in nothing but rags and dirt. They were strong enough to haul heavy loads of firewood or scavenge supplies up endless stairs without stopping for breath. They were quick enough to sprint across open areas when threats appeared, dodging debris and staying low. They were calm enough to hold their position through the darkest hours of the night, rifle or bat in hand, eyes sharp, while everyone else was jumping at shadows. These people stood tall even when they were half-starved. Their posture said, I can still fight back. Their grip was firm when they shook hands on a trade deal. Their voice didn't crack when they gave orders during a crisis. They moved with purpose, not fear. And because of that, other survivors respected them, protected them, included them in the tight circles that formed for safety and sharing. On the flip side, the ones who looked weak, no matter how perfectly gray and average they dressed, got hit first and hit hardest. They were robbed in the middle of the night because word spread fast that floor 4B had someone who couldn't defend his stash. They got cut out of group food shares because nobody wanted to waste calories carrying extra weight for the guy who never pulled his own. They got volunteered for the riskiest jobs, the ones that meant walking farthest into dangerous territory or standing guard in the worst weather, because the stronger people knew they could push the weak ones around without much pushback. Over time, it snowballed. The weak got weaker from lack of food and sleep. Their confidence crumbled. They became more visible as victims, even as they tried harder to hide. And eventually, the urban SHTF machine chewed them up and spit them out. You can wear the most forgettable outfit in the entire city. You can practice your 1,000-yard stare in the mirror every day. You can rehearse walking like you belong with the starving masses. But if you can't carry your own weight when the real work starts, if you can't stay steady under crushing pressure, if you look like an easy mark the moment things go fully dark and law completely disappears, the city will find you and it will break you. Desperate people have an animal sense for weakness. They smell it the way wolves smell blood. And once they do, no amount of plain clothes will save you from the consequences. Strength is the real camouflage, not the clothes on your back. Real strength that comes from the inside out. Build your body so it can handle the endless physical demands. Carrying water, chopping wood, dragging supplies, running when you must, standing for hours without folding. Build your skills so you're the one others turn to when something breaks, or someone gets hurt, or a plan needs executing. Build your mental toughness so fear doesn't own you, so you can think clearly when everyone else is panicking, so you can make hard calls and follow through. Train every single day now while you still have the luxury of time, food, and safety. Lift heavy things. Run hard. Practice staying calm under stress. Learn to endure discomfort for long stretches. Develop the kind of quiet confidence that shows in your posture, your grip, your eyes. Dress gray if you want. Blend on the surface when it helps. But never, ever let yourself look or act weak. Because in prolonged urban survival, weakness is a death sentence that no camouflage can cover. Strength keeps you alive when the grid stays down for the long haul. That's the difference between becoming another statistic and actually making it through to the other side.